So next one is nitrogen metabolism. After carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, the next most important element is a nitrogen, which is one of the major constant part of various types of biomolecules which are present inside the plant body. So here that's the reason why the nitrogen is a crucial element or the most important or vital element along with carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. And this nitrogen is taken by the plant or absorbed by the plant from the soil in the form of inorganic ion. Here the absorption, the process of absorption, conduction and utilization of inorganic nitrogen to form various types of organic compounds is called as nitrogen metabolism. In this process, the inorganic nitrogen which have been taken in the ionic form will be converted into organic nitrogen. So organic nitrogen will be in the form of either carbohydrates, proteins, amino acids, vitamins, fats, etc. So likewise, the conversion of this inorganic to the organic form is called as a nitrogen metabolism. And here the soil is a source of nitrogen that is in the inorganic form, actually which accounts for only 0.1 to 1% in the soil. But in the atmosphere, the nitrogen will be in the form of dinitrogen. So it is represented as N triple bond N. So this accounts for about 78%. So despite of this 78%, the higher plants cannot utilize that dinitrogen directly. So that is the reason why they depend upon the inorganic nitrogen which is available in the soil. So which account only of 0.1 to 1%. So likewise here the nitrogen which have been available to the plants, so it may be in the form of nitrate, nitrite or ammonium ion. So these are the available forms of nitrogen to the plant inside the soil. So these are the way how this plant will utilize that inorganic forms of or salts of nitrogen element. So here in this nitrogen metabolism, actually the organisms contain an enzyme called as dinitrogenase, or we can call it as nitrogenase enzyme. So those plants or those organisms can only utilize this dinitrogen and convert this dinitrogen into the available form of nitrogen, that is either nitrate, nitrite or ammonium ions. So here in this process where the conversion of the molecular nitrogen into the ionic form will be also been studied under the nitrogen metabolism process. So the entire process of nitrogen metabolism is studied under 5 steps. One is called as nitrogen fixation, second one nitrogen assimilation, third one ammonification, fourth one nitrification, and the fifth one is denitrification. So in the nitrogen metabolism we are going to study about nitrogen cycle. This entire process of nitrogen cycle is studied under 5 steps. Those are nitrogen fixation, nitrogen assimilation, ammonification, nitrification and denitrification. So actually what do you mean by this nitrogen cycle? Okay, here earlier part we said that in the atmosphere dinitrogen is present which account for 78%, but it is an unavailable form of nitrogen to the majority of the plants. Okay, there are few organisms or we can say prokaryotic organisms or microscopic organisms which have the ability to utilize that molecular nitrogen. So here in the nitrogen cycle, the nitrogen is taken from the atmosphere to the soil. From the soil, so here once again it will be transferred to the atmosphere. That means atmosphere to soil, and once again from soil to the atmosphere. That is, here the nitrogen will be moving between these two in the cyclic manner, and here they are transmitted, the nitrogen will be moving between these two through plants and animals. So the process of the cyclic movement of the nitrogen from atmosphere to soil and from soil to atmosphere through plants and animals is called as nitrogen cycle. And all these nitrogen cycle will be studied under these 5 subheadings. Let us start with the first one, that is nitrogen fixation.